Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so excited to be speaking to you today. Welcome to the National Urban League's Business Executive Exchange Program. My name is Kendall Monk. I'm the Senior Director here, and I'm delighted to serve you. What can you expect during today's event? First and foremost, if you don't already know, the program is an opportunity to support students with exposing them to career industries, companies, but most importantly, career professionals that self-identify as them, to help them to become not only aware but exposed to the opportunities befitting their future goals and aspirations. At today's event, we get to share new opportunities that will position students to jumpstart their careers, meet new individuals, test new industries, um, apply for early career opportunities, or go through an exchange experience. Nevertheless, regardless of the opportunity for you, the program is available 24/7, 365 days of the year. But we're going to point out specific dates where we may be coming to your campus very soon. So this past fall, we had an opportunity to visit 9 universities and institutions, as you can see here on your screen. These universities and institutions served as the first cohort of institutions are part of the relaunch of the Business Executive Exchange Program. We had opportunities to visit classrooms, put together career fairs, panel discussions, share resources, leadership opportunities to our local Urban League chapters, um, recognize student leaders, and so much more. As we found it to be a positive experience, we looked forward to expanding our network, and I am so delighted to welcome and announce three new HBCUs that will be visiting this spring. Florida A&M University, Edward Waters University, and Morgan State University. Something, of course, we're very proud of with this relaunch is that we're proud to say that we don't exclusively work with HBCUs. We also welcome other universities centering the program around their students of color. And with that, we welcome our first predominantly Black institution, Chicago State University. Over the course of the months of March and April, we'll have opportunity to engage all of the students, sharing um, the career opportunities that I mentioned earlier at our past visits that we conducted last fall. But with that being said, we are more than just a campus visit. This semester, our program is going to be centered around our digital opportunities to not only raise awareness, but to give students some practical experience. Our first event will be our virtual career and internship fair on Wednesday, February 15th. It's a multi-hour event, middle of the day. But at this event, you'll have an opportunity to meet and speak directly with companies, apply for both early career opportunities such as co-op rotational positions, full-time jobs, internships, not only for the spring, not only for the summer, but also for the forthcoming fall. Majority of these positions are between business and finance, engineering, marketing, law, supply chain, and other career fields and positions. But we're most proud to say is that because of 3 companies, Boeing, Honda, and UPS, these have been incredible partners to help sponsor and help move the relaunch in a direction that has had great success and impact on many students across our university network. And so we'll be creating opportunity for you to meet with them firsthand, ask questions directly to them to understand the opportunities and how those positions can help you continue grow your career during and after graduation from college. Additionally, this career fair will also include other companies, nationwide companies, more than 20, that you also have the opportunity to apply and learn more about. You can register today, upload your resume, um, and potentially have the opportunity to be contacted for an early interview. Regardless, we'll be sharing more information and details around all of our internship opportunities, specifically between the three companies you see on the screen within the coming days. So please feel free to explore, inquire, contact us or the companies directly before the career fair, after the career fair, or even after the event has ended. You can follow us on our social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube as we continue to make announcements to share and showcase opportunities that I just spoken to, but most importantly, get a little bit of more understanding about who these companies are so that you can feel comfortable about exploring opportunities to be a potential candidate for their workplace. I'd like to also share while we speak around some external internship opportunities. We have an internal internship opportunity within the National Urban League. Every year, we have a summer internship program, 9 weeks paid between the months of June and August, which provides students an opportunity to learn more and gain experiences within the nonprofit and public spaces. But opportunities range from human resources to facilitating programs to marketing and communications and so much more. The program is a hybrid experience, both in office and out of the office, between both of our work locations, New York City and Washington, D.C. Most importantly, the program provides professional development opportunities in the form of mentorship from senior leadership in the office, opportunities to network with other career professionals within our corporate network within the office, but greatly have an opportunity to showcase and practice and share their experiences that they learned during the program at our National Urban League Annual Conference, where they come participate for the entire week alongside our leadership and professionals, putting forth a stellar event for many people around the country. More information to come, but you can apply now. You have up until February 17th, and we'll be determining the interns soon after so that you can, if you are elected, make the decision to join our team. Something new, we started out with our digital career programs and events where it allows students an opportunity to hear from distinguished speakers, interact, and learn more about how to be career ready. Hard conversations and around critical career topics that will ensure students are, one, culturally sensitive, aware, but also most importantly, culturally proficient as they gain more work experience within the career setting of their choice. The Career Success Series has been a program launched by the National Urban League for many years now, offering various topics on a monthly basis, um, traditionally on Wednesdays, midday. And as you can see here, we have various topics between now and the end of June. But a part of the BEAT program, we wanted to make the content available at any time for you. And so with that being said, the program will now stream these events where you can watch it back at the convenience of your own time. Immediately after the session has taken place on the dates that you see here on the screen, you can access the recordings on our YouTube channel as you're watching this, such as you're watching this live stream event now. You can connect with us at National Beep, at NATLBEEP, to continue to follow us and watch the events on a forthcoming basis between now and the end of the semester. With that being said, I believe that while panel discussions are great, hearing feedback and experience from others can be incredible. There's nothing better than actually practicing the skills yourself. And a new feature of the program that we bring to you, in my own words, I call it a corporate passport. Our virtual work experience simulators provide students an opportunity to one, explore careers, industries, jobs, employers, but you're actually charged with real tasks and responsibilities as if you were taking on the role yourself. As you can see here, there's plenty of different companies that you can um, participate in such of an experience, all the way from business professionals to law, engineering, data analytics, finance and accounting, and so much more. Specifically, at the Urban League, we also feel it's our responsibility to not only expose you to these opportunities, but to ensure that you're confident and also ready with the skills necessary for you to be a strong candidate for the job. And so, as a part of the introductory modules, we've prepared a couple of programs that help you with how to do an elevator pitch within meetings, research and plan out career opportunities and jobs, how to network with intention, build your resume so that it's appealing to the interviewer, and to master not only in-person interviewing, but virtual interviewing as well. Students that go through this platform, past data suggests that you are 2 to 4 times more competitive and more likely to get a job interview, offer, and to successfully secure the opportunity. Most importantly, this program is asynchronous, so it adapts to your skills and experience. You get to watch and witness real videos from senior leaders and acquisition professionals as they talk through not only the company, but the role itself. So whether you're confident about the job opportunities you want to pursue, or you simply just don't know, this platform has a little bit of something for everyone. And it's available to you completely free of cost, 24/7, 365 days of the year, as long as you're a student or part of the university that partners with our program. But the last key thing is that you can opt in to be contacted by any of these employers, to be communicated around opportunities for interviews or other jobs related to the tasks that you've completed successfully. And those that you do accomplish, those duties that you do successfully complete and accomplish, you'll get a certificate that you can put on your resume or your LinkedIn account to show that you have the skills to facilitate the job itself. Now, for students who have had time to go through an internship or two and have some experience under their belt, there comes a point in your early journey where you simply need advice. And something that separates our program from many others in terms of preparing students for their career is our network of corporate professionals, also known as beepers. These same professionals are the individuals who come to campus and meet firsthand with students in the classrooms and other settings to offer, to act as a role model, to provide advisement, mentorship. And so we provide that opportunity to you again. Whether you had the chance to meet them in person or not, you can meet the same professionals who came to your campus, or you can meet other professionals who went to other campuses, because this is an event where we offer career workshops, discussions, but most importantly, small group video conferencing sessions, your own time with these professionals based on your career interests and their career backgrounds. For example, if you're a business student, you'll meet with a business manager, finance or accounting major with a accountant of a company or a fiscal auditor, an engineer student with an engineering professional, and the list goes on. More information and details will be made available, but registration will begin at the end of this month as we continue to shape up our workshops and to highlight and feature the professionals who will be present to meet with you. But most importantly, the key thing is continuing to cultivate those relationships. And as you've seen in some of our past events, it's key to building your network. And so these professionals will be ready to share their contact information, LinkedIn, so that you can continue to stay in touch as you continue to move forward in your career journey. Something that I'm so excited about, our National Urban League annual conference. This conference happens every summer, bringing together tens of thousands of professionals, volunteers, corporate, and civic leaders, all committed to the mission of the Urban League, providing professional development workshops, networking opportunities, receptions, and some work in the form of civic engagement. This year, especially, we welcome college students to join the conference, and there's a registration set up specifically for you, which is affordable for you as a student as long as you have a valid college ID. But we took it a step further. The BEEP program will now be offering scholarships, um, scholarship opportunities, limited, but opportunities nonetheless for students to join and attend the conference at no cost to themselves. What does that mean? We cover your registration fees, your hotel, your flight, meals, and activities over the course of the week of the events. Most importantly, we're developing opportunities specific to you, private sessions that get you in front of corporate professionals that help you firsthand polish your resume, get a headshot, update your LinkedIn accounts. You can join and participate in our career fairs, but most importantly, there are career development workshops for you. You can, while also networking with peer student leaders and other business leaders that'll be there for the event. When will these scholarships be available, you may be asking yourself? In March, we'll have more information, but there will be an application process because this is a limited opportunity. But with that being said, the opportunity is for BEEP students. And if to be the most competitive candidate for the scholarship opportunity, I can say at the very least, students that have participated in our program in person during our campus visits, but most importantly, students who act as ambassadors, demonstrated leadership, and continue to stay engaged, connected with the program virtually through our events, on social media, or through other means to plan activities for the future, um, have the advantages of being scholarship recipients for this coming summer. But nevertheless, more information to come soon. How do I get this information? Where do I go? Who do I speak to? I've heard so much today. We have a web page dedicated um, to providing you all the information that I've spoken to earlier today. BEEP, BEEP.NUL.org. You can scan the QR code on your screen. We have our events calendar for campus visits. We have all the information you need to register for the career fair. We have a schedule for all the digital events coming soon. And you can also connect and follow us on our social media channels, as you can see here at the bottom of your screen. Please know that this program is not open access. This is exclusively for the universities that we partner with for the year. With that being said, you need to subscribe. You subscribe, you get firsthand invitations to all of the opportunities that I just shared with you today. Additionally, if you don't, that's okay. The universities that we work with, the administrators and the offices, share the information out through their means of communicating with the students. So either way, the information will make its way to you. But I challenge you to take responsibility of your future and get engaged with the program as soon as possible. Lastly, you can contact us via email at beepinfo@nul.org, and we'll respond to your inquiries, questions within 24 to 48 business hours so that you can have the right information um, to jumpstart your career. But enough from me. It's one thing to hear about opportunities from someone who may not be in your shoes. Because I may not, I'm removed, I may not completely understand your circumstances or your experiences in today's career market. And so I've welcomed three students that have had the opportunity to actually go through the program earlier part of this year, all from different universities, different backgrounds, different career interests, and different college majors. But the one thing that they share in common is the ambition and goal to get started with the career interest of their choice, and are active student leaders on campus and have demonstrated leadership in the program since we've made contact with the school. And so, without further ado, I'm going to introduce each one of those students now and welcome them to the stage. First, I want to introduce Arteria Gibson. She's a senior major in mass communications with a concentration in public relations and a minor in business management from Columbia, South Carolina. She's involved in several extracurricular activities where she serves as Miss Claflin University for the 2022-2023 academic school year and as an ambassador for Claflin University's Tour Guide and Ambassadors organization. She is also a member of the Alice Carson Tisdale Honors College and a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Upon graduating, Arteria plans to attend graduate school and earn her master's degree in business administration. Everyone, please welcome Arteria in the chat. Next up, I want to welcome Nyla Williams. She is a senior at Clark Atlanta University, set to receive her Bachelor's of Art in Business Administration this coming May. As a marketing concentration student, Nyla has interned with companies like Amazon and Energy BBDO and Global Operations. After graduation, she plans to join Amazon as a full-time marketing specialist. On campus, she has left her mark as a student leader, and since coming to Clark, she has held several e-board positions for campus organizations and currently serves on the CAU Royal Court as the 34th Miss Clark Atlanta University. Everyone, please welcome Nyla in the chat. Last but not least, I would like to welcome Jaquan Davey. He's an ambitious accounting major with the main goal of becoming a CEO of his own corporation one day. Jaquan Davey is a very humble student who has a passion for seeing young kids make their dreams come true. He shares in service and leadership, specifically for the College of Business, and he is your Mr. Southern University. Please welcome Jaquan to the stage in the chat. Hey everyone, how you guys doing? How you guys feeling right now?
We're doing good, feeling great. How are you?
Great, great. We're all glad to see you. We're gonna have a live discussion. Um, your peers from your own university and other universities are watching live, in addition to some of the professionals who have came to visit and meet with the students, companies, and other institutions in support of the BEAT program. Feel free to share your experience as candidly as you like, and we'll provide an opportunity for you to ask me um, some direct questions you have about the program. But let's start. Same question to you. Always start with you, Arteria. Can you please tell us, to everyone watching this live, tell us about your experience with the BEAT program this past fall during your campus visit?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Happy Wednesday. So let's finish out this week strong. Like you mentioned, I am Arteria Gibson, Miss Claflin University in little old Orangeburg, South Carolina, the oldest and the boldest illustrious institution in South Carolina. We are very grateful that BEEP came to our campus. I heard about BEEP probably at the beginning of this year. And we were like, it's something that they used to have, and we kind of got away with it here at Claflin, but they're coming back, and it's just great opportunities for students. And I was like, okay, we hear that all the time. We have advisors that, email us internship opportunities. So I was like, what makes BEEP different? And then these companies came. We had Boeing come, we had UPS come, and all these other companies. And I was like, this is real. But what's different is, we have advisors and professors that send us information, or, we have this connection, follow them on LinkedIn. But no, with Beep, these executives are right in your face. And, they're very genuine. They're very open to answering any of your questions. And, I saw a lot of my peers, they're like, I have my resume right here. I don't have a lot of experience. But for these executives to be okay with that and to just say, hey, we're willing to give you a chance. What can you bring to the table? What's your major? What are you interested in? I think it's one thing to talk to your advisors and professors about that, or go through that process when looking for an internship. But these are people that have been in our shoes, are at the top of the top and some of the best organizations and corporations. And so I am very grateful for Beat to really bring those opportunities to HBCUs, really, because of course we don't really get those hands-on opportunities like some of the predominantly white institutions. So thank you all for that. And that was just a little bit of my experience. I also had the opportunity to speak on my internship experience to my peers. And so a little bit about that. I didn't exactly know what I wanted to do upon graduation. So I am a mass communications major with a concentration in PR. My first internship was with the mayor of Columbia, South Carolina. Then I went into human resources, and then I went into community relations and communications. Three completely different things. But I said all of that to say, use internships and these connections as an opportunity to really gauge and see what you like, because once you graduate there are more opportunities, but there's a lot of people asking what do you want to do, and that's when you can have to be a little bit more concrete with your career goals. And so I appreciate B for coming in and explaining these internships and really helping HBCU students discover the internship opportunities so that they can be on the right career path upon graduation.
Great. Thank you, Arteria. Let me ask you now the same question. You had an opportunity to really sit in on our career luncheon experience exclusively for you and your other peers on your e-board. Tell us about, the time that you spent having a meal with the corporate professionals that came through your campus.
The lunch was a very welcoming event, and it was kind of more relaxed than your average like career fair or recruiting event that you may experience, where there's like hundreds of companies looking for the top students. And so it was a really great experience just getting to sit and share a meal with people who have been in our shoes and know that we are students who probably don't know exactly what we want to do, but we are hoping to get some more experience. So being able to talk with Boeing and realizing that we have some common connections from people that graduated from Clark Atlanta, and they work on the same team now. So it was a really great opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. And Jaquan, let me ask you, you had the opportunity to spend the better part of the entire day with us. Really walking around with the professionals, sharing with them a little bit about the university culture, having a little bit of fun at the end of the day. Tell us what that was like from behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, it was actually really great to experience that on a different level because I got to, have more hands-on conversations with some of the executives. We were able to talk and kind of, have deeper conversations on like resume building and choosing a career path. So, I enjoyed it a lot, especially like the family like environment when it came to the companies. Like a lot of the executives that were there, it kind of just felt like family. It wasn't so much as recruiting as it seemed. It seemed like they were really interested in getting to know us. And so some of my peers, a lot of well, not my students, but a lot of the students here, a lot of them enjoyed it as well. So, it was all around great experience.
Great, great. Again, open question to you all. We'll start with you, Arteria. You had a chance to experience Beep at a campus visit, but now you've kind of witnessed all these new opportunities forthcoming: digital events, conferences, um, virtual work simulators, an internship fair. What stands out to you the most?
Well, definitely the conference. I am a huge advocate of conferences because I don't think students really realize, the connections and networking and just the vast amount of people you get to meet there. But also, I just appreciate the different opportunities you all have of meeting students where they are. I love talking about B because you all came to us, but there are so many opportunities like the conferences to where we can venture out into other cities and meet other corporations and other executives, but even the virtual events, you have some students that aren't able to come out of their rooms at certain times. I have some students that weren't able to come to or some, excuse me, some peers that weren't able to come to the Beep event
Mhm.
because they had classes. And so, I really just love the continuous effort of making sure that students are getting the support and resources that they need for a career path. But I think what definitely stands out the most is having that conference to where students can really actually feel like an executive, put on the pantsuit, put on the skirt, put on the tie, and go to these conferences and learn about leadership and what's expected, and then just be in the room with meetings, conferences, like you said, lunches with these executives. It's amazing how you all are setting the bar high for African Americans.
Great, great, great. Nyla, what about you? What was most attracting? Which new opportunity was most attracting to you?
The part that I liked the most was towards the end when you all kind of talked about the different opportunities, even after you graduate, to get involved and you can come back to the schools and still have that large network. And that was also comforting for me because I do already have my plan for what I'm going to do after graduation. So now I can take that one step further in establishing the people that will be in my area so that I won't be completely alone, but I can meet people and further my network and my career opportunities as well.
Great, great, great. I'm assuming you're speaking to our mentorship summit as one opportunity.
Yeah.
Great, great. And Jaquan, what about you? What are you most excited about coming this spring?
I'm gonna be, blunt. I'm more excited about, interning for Honda. I haven't been accepted yet, but like that's something that kind of, I had my eyes set on when they first came. And so that's what I'm focused on.
Okay, okay. And Jaquan, what position, what internship opportunity specifically are you most excited about if they were to give you a call back?
Like I said before, Honda. Um, I'm gonna make sure I keep it blunt. That's who I'm looking at. And that's who I want to be with.
Mhm. And are we talking business, correct?
Yes, sir. No, I'm accounting, but that
Okay.
is kind of business. So
Okay. 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 So for our Honda folks on the call, Jaquan and I are going to be giving you a call. um, Now, let me ask you all. There are actually many students, whether they be at your campus, that didn't get a chance to participate in Beat when we was there, or they're a part of a university that has yet to witness Beat. What would you want to share with them? What piece of advice that you want to speak out right now as a recommendation or advisement as a form of paying it forward that they should really take advantage of, or at least take a moment to really check out while we're there at their university? Arteria?
Yes, so I love this question because I kind of witnessed this firsthand. I had a lot of peers that, we see these things, we get sent resources, whether it's Beep or just internships or just saying that a lot of people are coming to our campus, and we see it in the emails and we just delete it. And I was definitely one of those people. I was like, no, like Boeing is going to be, UPS is here, like these are great companies. Like, this is the real deal. And I think really just showing my peers that, helping them understand that this isn't anything fake. Not to say that any company or organization does do things fake, but just looking in the minds of college students, it's just so easy for us to just delete these resources. And I don't think my peers really understand that once we graduate, we're in the real world. And it's going to be even harder to make these connections and have these resources at hand once we're not in college anymore. So I would say, take this serious. And honestly, all it takes is walking into the event or just getting on a virtual event like this, or even just registering and just, making that first step into being at a conference. I had students that, or excuse me, I keep saying students. I had peers that came to the Beep event and they were like, oh, am I allowed to come in? Am I not like dressed appropriately? And I was like, of course, dress does matter, but just still come in anyway. You just never know. Just be willing to take that risk and take the opportunity, because Beep really offers us hands-on experience, hands-on opportunities to be successful in our career.
Great, thank you. And Nala, what about you? But I'm going to change it a little bit. What opportunity, either on campus during a visit or virtually through some of our program opportunities, would you recommend students definitely take note of and take attention to?
I would emphasize mentorship, just because your connections will take you so far. And even if, if Beep doesn't come to your school, or if, you don't necessarily know who to reach out to, do your research. You can go on LinkedIn or Instagram and see who's involved with Beep and reach out to them. Because although they may not be coming to your school, that connection virtually can still be a gateway for looking for another opportunity, or maybe getting on an email list so that you can see all of the programs and opportunities that they offer. But I would definitely emphasize the mentorship opportunities, because everybody needs a mentor no matter what stage in your career journey. If you're a freshman, or if you're about to graduate, or even if you are already established kind of your career start, everyone definitely does need somebody that they can rely on to give career advice.
That is incredible. I do want to emphasize that building your network and finding someone that you trust and that is willing to take the time out to um, give you advice and build a relationship to see you be successful is incredibly valuable. And Jaquan, we'll end on this question with you. What would you recommend to everyone watching us right now? What would you tell them that they should look forward to, whether we be on campus or one of the opportunities here?
Well, I would say look forward to you guys coming and actually, making sure that you get students in. And for the students, I would say, like, I'm sorry, I'm backtracking. I'm my mind somewhere else. But
Okay.
at the same time, yeah, my bad. But I would say you should look forward to being here. Like, you should apply for the opportunities. If you see it and you're interested in it, don't waste time. Make sure that you competitive and make sure that you go and do it.
Great, great, great. Now we're gonna flip the table. It's your turn to ask me um, a question. Any question you want for the audience. This is live. This is not rehearsed. They all saw the opportunities at the same time that you did. So we'll start with you, Jaquan. We'll work backwards this time. We'll give you the first ask. Do you have any questions about Beep that you would like to ask me at this moment?
I would like to ask, after this, could you put the QR code back on there for some people who may not was able to apply? That's the only thing.
Jaquan is not selfish. He uses one ask to make sure that you all got the information now. And so we'll certainly put that QR code back up. Actually, team, if you mind, can we put that slide back up um, as we move over to the next question, if possible? But while we're getting that set up, there we go. There we go. Scan the QR code now. Don't take it for granted. Scan the QR code now. And I want to add that we're also going to be sharing via email um, this recording, but most importantly, the web link to access more information. But we're going to send out more details around the career fair to apply to those opportunities that Jaquan was just recommending that you take note of. And also, we're going to accompany that with all of the specific opportunities between UPS, Honda, and Boeing. Um, Nyla, what about you? What is your one burning question that you want to ask me?
I would like to ask, looking back at, your experience when you were a college age student, what's one thing that you would have liked that Beep now offers that, you might have wanted to take advantage of?
That's a great question. That's a great question. I'm gonna be honest with everyone watching us. You know, there were internships before Beep came, and there are going to be internships long after. Um, there are professional conferences that you can go to in your own city, or that your school can potentially send you to, or that you can take the initiative to learn more about. There are always going to be panels and workshops that you can find within the people around you who are kind of helping you get started. But I think what really sets us apart is our professional network. We have over 75 professionals, early professionals, mid-level professionals, senior professionals across the country, all here to pay it forward. They're not recruiters, they're not human resources. They are people who are invested in their own career, that are taking the time out throughout the year to support students across the universities that we work with. And their commitment is demonstrated in giving up 2 days where they travel from city to city to be there with you. They take their time out offline to learn more about your school, your classes, the programs, so that they can show ready to speak with you. And additionally, make themselves available for students who want to continue to communicate, build relationships, and reach out after they've met them for the first time. And as you can see, as we have this event, are willing to even come back um, to meet with students or to speak with new students who are just learning about the opportunities. So I really think that's um, something that we're proud of, and that makes us special, and is really the backbone of the program. And really, if I had someone who had lived experience and could share with me um, what's most important about getting started with an internship as early as freshman or sophomore year, understanding how to build relationships in the office, right? Understanding how significant it is to not only network at your university, but to get out in your community and to travel and to volunteer, not only to get paid, but to get noteworthy experience to not only inform your decisions, but to make you strong, confident, and competitive as you continue to grow as a young adult. The one thing we can't get back is time. And so, how you invest your time when you know these things will help set you apart and make the difference for your future. So, that's what I would say is the network of professionals that we have between the three companies that support this initiative. Thank you. That's a great question, Nyla. Thank you. And then, last but not least, Arteria, what is your question?
Yes. Well, Beep has already done so much and given so many resources to students, but how can Beep expand even more, but let's say even the next 5 or 10 years, to ensure that college students are continuously on the path to a successful career upon graduation or even in internships in the summer?
Okay. That's a good question. Looking forward towards the future. What else can we do? How can we make greater impact? How can we ensure our students are successful currently and after they graduate? I'll pull it back. I'll share a little bit of what my thinking is and what we're working towards, and not just me, just the leadership team at the National Urban League. Um, you know, One day we hope to be able to offer students not just scholarships to our conference, but scholarships to support them financially as college students. One, um, two, ensuring that they can continuously come back and participate in the Urban League and continue to build um, and grow professionally and expand their professional network connected to their work. So really forming an alumni group. We're still young in this relaunch, but being intentional about how we continue to stay in contact and maintain relationships with both students and professionals. You know, in 5 years, we can be over easily. A couple. We could reach 100,000 students. Easily over um, close to like over 100 to 500 professionals at the very minimum. Um, and the last thing, which is a vision of mine, is to be able to expand campus visits to multi-day visits, where we not only do provide experiences in the classrooms, but we also foster and cultivate opportunities for you to get real world experiences um, firsthand at the companies themselves. I'm talking field trips, going to the office, seeing senior leaders in action, being in the setting, collaborating with teams. I think that would really drive it home, for lack of better words. So these are all things that will take time to build, but most importantly, when we build it, we want to make sure we sustain it. And regardless if it's me or the next person or our new team, we want to ensure that this program is a long-standing program for many years to come.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. So I know we're down to the wire, um, and there's one last piece of business um, that I want to share is that the university that kind of showed out, came strong in numbers, won a little prize. The university, we had a little contest leading up to this event. The university with the most student registrants would win, and this was a prize selected by the students on the call with me today. So the winning university will win a set of 50 movie tickets to go to the nearest Regal or AMC theater nearby their campus. They should receive the tickets in the next couple of weeks in time for a group visit to go to either my personal favorite or Marvel films such as Ant-Man, maybe a noteworthy actor as Michael B. Jordan in Creed 3, or anything else maybe students as individuals choose to go to with their friends. So without further ado, I'm proud to really announce the winning university is Claflin University. Claflin University has won. You guys did an excellent job showing out in the numbers. I want to thank you, Arteria, for your student leadership. I also want to send special thanks out and a shout out to Ms. Carolyn Snell and the rest of her office and team. They really are the champions of this program for you all there. And so we'll make sure we get this prize over to you as soon as possible. Um, I
Thank
also,
you.
yep, I also, in addition to the congratulations, I personally want to thank all three of you on the call today. You guys are all champions. I've seen it firsthand when I was there in the university, and I continue to hear about you when I speak with administrators at your campus. And so I want to wish you all great success. And I know I'm going to see you guys all again soon. And last but not least, I want to thank our partners, UPS, Honda, and Boeing, for really supporting this initiative and making these wonderful opportunities happen for the students here and watching this live and back at the universities. And all of our university partners around the table, and the National Urban League senior leadership for seeing the potential and vision of this program. But without further ado, and I can't forget about my team. It's a lot of us that makes this happen. And I don't want to call out anybody individually because there's a lot of people on the team, from the technical support to social media to putting together the digital services to the web page. It makes a village to make this happen. But my road warrior, Adanya Humphrey, is there with me every step of the way. So I want to recognize and acknowledge her. All right. So that's it for us. But I think we plan to have a little bit of fun. Is that right, DJ?
We are definitely gonna have a good time. This is your boy DJ Super with 3C Productions. Are y'all ready to have a good time? Because I'm ready to turn up. I've been waiting. I know y'all waiting.
Yes.
All
So
right,
tell
so
us
we got
what's
to get
next.
that Zoom link going. If you don't see that Zoom link, it should be in the chat or shown on the screen. We'll also have that meeting ID there for you. And come on over to this party. Come on over.